For those of you who don't know me, I am Cheryl Sherman. I'm the interim principal. But as I heard one student say to another student, that's the substitute. So I'm the substitute principal. So welcome to our spring music show. This is an opportunity for the kids to just share what they've learned. And we're just really excited again to have families back into the school. It just feels so good to be back to where we were pre-COVID, where we have families can enter the school again and just enjoy these opportunities. So I do want to introduce our music show director and our music teacher, Mrs. Wildman. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Mrs. Wildman. And I don't know if you want to talk about how they're going to exit now, or if you want to do it. Okay. So we want you, if you are leaving, if you're only doing this show, please exit to the side door. Are you going to have both doors open or just both doors open? So then we'll have the next group come in through the lobby and then they can sit down. You're welcome to stay for the whole show, but if you, for whatever reason, can't, then we just ask that you exit over that way, just for less confusion. So, without further ado, Mrs. Walsh.
Thank you, Mrs. Sherman. Great time to lose your voice. But this is actually more voice than I've had, so I'm feeling pretty good. So, as I told the kids, they were so concerned about it. They said, your parents are coming to hear your voices now. So, we've made a change from our, we used to do holiday shows, and several years ago we decided to change that over to kind of a children's literature format and add musical elements to a story. So what you're going to hear is the story of The Old Black Fly by Jim Aylesworth, and as told and sung by our kindergarten class with a grand finale song celebrating their birth. So without further ado, I am going to turn on some entrance music and stay tuned for their first act, which is coming on stage. been a hot minute since I've done this, but I do recall now that I always give the parents and the kids a time to wave to each other and take a picture. So feel free, kids, to find your parents and say hi, and parents, take your pictures. You guys, that was awesome. Feels like flying? Yeah? Awesome. All right. Oops. We lost the people out of that word. Yes, this is an alphabet song. Hid in the ivy. Here you go. The kitchen sink. He stole some jelly and the quick and the wink. Shoe fly, shoe fly, shoe. He played by the keys. Here you go. He lit on the list. On the bass. He dozed on the window. Here you go. Lost on the arm. Here you go. choral speech. So we have a choral chant for you, which is pretty tricky because each class is going to be doing something a little different. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of these guys. They're so awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sending such awesome kids. And they're just a delight to work with. They have a song they would like to sing for you. That's Rona.
Making our way in the world.
Black Fly and Growing Up. I have to tell you that when we started this song, I had one student who said, Mrs. Wildman, that song makes me unhappy. I think that's one of those things I will always remember, and isn't that wonderful? Right? Yeah. So that's it. I'm going to have you first exit through that door. It's just short and sweet.
Good morning, everyone. I guess it would help if we turned it on. For those of you who do not know me, I am Mrs. Sherman. I'm the interim principal. And as I overheard one student say to another, she's our substitute. So I'm your substitute principal for now. But it's exciting to have you back in. It's been since December of 2019 since we had a show. So it's wonderful being able to have families and parents come in. The kids are excited, we're excited about this, and this music show gives you an opportunity to see how hard they've worked, and then now they get to display it for you. So I now am going to introduce you to our music show director and our music teacher, Mrs. Wildman.
Thank you. It's really exciting. We just had the kindergarten show before you, and you know, it's been so long. It's been such a hot minute since we've done this, and I just got so excited. It was wonderful. So I'm really glad that you're all here today. We've shifted from like a song format to a story format. So what you're going to be hearing today, we're going to start out with a song, and then the kids are going to tell the story of Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak for you. And we're going to add some musical elements to that, and then we have a musical rhythm speech and also a song at the end of it. So yes, I lost my voice. I'm thinking I'm pretty good today, actually, from where I was a couple days ago. But anyway, I told the kids that you're here to hear their voices, not mine.
Which right? Stage right.
They look awesome. Oh, so that's their first act, right? Getting on stage. Really great job. Nice. All right. Kiddos, bring your toes forward like we talked about, like we practiced. Yeah. And I remembered in kindergarten, just before you, that I always give a paparazzi moment. So kids, you can wave, find your parents, your families, your friends' families. Wave, parents. You can wave and take your pictures. Awesome. Their first song is called In the Wild. Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Things! And Max said, I'll eat you up! And so he was sent to bed without eating. And that very night, in Max's room, a forest grew and until the ceiling and the walls became the and an ocean tumbled by. The private boat for Max. And Max sailed off through night and day and in and out of weeks and over a year to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars. And they gnashed their terrible teeth. And they rolled their terrible eyes. And they showed their terrible claws. Until Max said, "Be still!" And he tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened. And they called him the most wild thing of all. And they made him the king of all wild things. And now, said Max, let the wild rumpus start. Now stop, Max said. And he sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max the king of all wild things was lonely. And he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. And then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. And so he gave up being king.
Wild things, that is what we are. Wild things, find us near and far.
But the wild things cried,
Oh, please don't go. Please don't go.
and Max said,
No!
and the wild things roared their terrible roars. And they gnashed their terrible teeth. And they rolled their terrible eyes. And they showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and he waved
Bye. Bye, Mommy.
and he said that
Over here.
and
Out
and where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. We talked about Elena's story, and sometimes we get like so full of emotion that we kind of just go a little wild in ourselves, and then we kind of come back down into ourselves. And it's so nice to be loved. And so our final song is called Standing Like a Tree, and it kind of brings that all together.
No, I hate this song.
I hope you feel as loved as Max does, because look at all these people who came and loved and supported you. Isn't that awesome? It goes by so fast, you know, we spend so much time preparing and learning, and then he puts it all together, and it's bada bang, bada boom, just over. So we're going to show you their final act now, which is how they come down from the stage to music. When you leave, if you can use these exit doors that way, because the second grade will start to come. So, let's see. When the music starts, that's your cue to show your parents how grown up you can do this.
Good morning, everyone. Actually, it's still good morning. Thank you for coming. It is so wonderful to have you all back into our building, to be able to do a show like this. It's been over 3 years. And sorry, I didn't introduce myself. If you do not know me, I am Cheryl Sherman. I am the interim principal. And so I'm filling in for Miss Miriam, who left. And I am just really, really excited that we can start bringing some of these activities back into the building. It really is wonderful to have you here. And now we're going to be doing a spring show, and it gives the kids an opportunity to share with you all the things that they've been working on in music, and they've been working really hard, and they're super excited because I just saw them outside there. And they are very eager to show you what they have, and I understand this is going to be a fantastic performance. And I'm super excited to see it because I have not seen it in all its glory. So I'm going to introduce you to our music director and our music teacher, Mrs. Wildman.
Thank you. So some time ago, we had decided to make a change and do literature-based shows or performances. So the children today, they have a couple of songs to sing for you, and they're going to be sharing the story of the magic forest. And this story gives them the opportunity to kind of act a little bit on their riser, which is it's great. So really the point is to, learn the expression, to take on and make the story come alive. We've added some musical elements to the story. There's a little bit of traveling on stage, and we have some chant, some rhythmic chants that we'll be doing with this too. And the kids have been working really hard on this, and I hope you enjoy the Magic Forest. We'll be beginning with, in our inclusion theme, hello to all the children in the world. Then we'll do our Magic Forest. We'll have the chant, and we'll end with a song that their goal is, moms, to make you cry. So, so get your tissues ready. It's pretty much a heartfelt message. And that was their first act. Isn't that awesome? Take a paparazzi moment now. Kids, if you want to wave to your parents. Parents, if you want to wave, take a picture. This is your chance. That was accompanied by the students in Mrs. Smith's class, and it was Mrs. Smith's class that was determined by the snow days.
Once upon a time, there was a village of happy children who, more than anything else, loved to sing and dance.
Dance, children, dance, hallelujah. Dance, children, dance. Dance, children, dance, hallelujah. Dance, children, dance. Dance, children, dance, hallelujah. Dance, children, dance. Dance, children, dance, hallelujah. Dance, children, dance.
One day, a wizard with a very bad attitude was passing by the road and heard the children singing and dancing. The wizard took out a magic wand and cast a terrible spell on the children, turning them into a magic forest. Some of the children became trees or flowers. Others became rocks and bushes. Then one spring day, Carly the wizard was walking through the forest and stopped to look around at the interesting trees, flowers, rocks, and bushes. Something just doesn't look right about this place. I think maybe a spell has been cast on some poor innocent creatures. The wizard took out a book of spells and looked up Magic Forest. The wizard explained how to break the spell, but the new experience is not the best and how the creatures live in place of magic. According to the book, the wizard would only get 4 guesses to break the spell. That evening, the wizard stood in the magic forest by moonlight and said a magical chant.
We need to do that It's a Bitsa again because we didn't get our wizard exchange made on time.
I think this forest is really ducks. But in the morning, the ducks turn back into the magic forest.
This is the magic forest with trees and flowers and grass and all kinds of bushes and plants, but you never see the children dance.
The next night, the wizard again stood in the forest by moonlight and said the magical chant.
Itza, itza, tutsa, la, fa-la-ma-linka, linka, la, fa-la-ma-loo, fa-la-ma-la, fa-la-ma-linka, linka, la.
I think this forest is really funny. But in the morning, the bunnies turned back into the magic forest.
This is the magic forest with trees and flowers and grass and all kinds of bushes and plants, but you never see the children dance.
The third night, the wizard again stood in the forest by moonlight and said the magical chant.
Itza, bitza, tutsa, la, fa-la-ma-linka, linka, la, fa-la-ma-loo, fa-la-ma-la, fa-la-ma-linka, linka, la.
I think this forest is really butterflies. But in the morning, the butterflies turn back into the magic forest.
This is the magic forest with trees and flowers and grass and all kinds of bushes and plants, but you never see the children dance.
The fourth night, the wizard again stood in the forest by the moonlight and said the magical chant.
Itza, bitza, tutsa, la, fa-la-ma-linka, linka, la, fa-la-ma-loo, fa-la-ma-la, fa-la-ma-linka, linka, la.
The wizard knew this was his last chance to guess the true identity of the innocent creatures. I think this forest is really, maybe singing and dancing children?
Dance, children, dance, hallelujah, dance, children.
As the sun came up, the children continued to be children, singing and dancing and free from the terrible magic spell. What? Ah, this is the embarrassing.
That is our Magic Forest story. We'd like to close today with a heartfelt wish and desire the kids all relate to. It's a song called Sing for Peace. Please enjoy. And let's see if we can get their tissues out.